We're here at Tony's house to take a look at some of the slides and the movie film that was taken when Tony went to Disney World in 1976, and he was a lot younger then and had more hair on his head. So there's the Contemporary Resort, and when we took our video on our full day at the Magic Kingdom, we have video going to the Polynesian Resort. But I noticed looking at this movie film that you're going from the Polynesian to the Magic Kingdom. The Polynesian is in back of you. Do you have any memories of the Polynesian?
I don't remember the Polynesian. The Contemporary Resort, as I remembered, it was the A-frame. Other than that, no. I mean, there were buildings here and there, and my little 6-year-old mind, I was thinking about the rides.
There's a Seven Seas Lagoon there and your hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got to the Magic Kingdom, you, of course, had to go through the booth there, the entry thing there with the turnstiles. And it's different now than it was in that picture. And when you went into the Magic Kingdom on the rear of the back side of the railroad station, it was a circle. And when you were there, you had that horse-drawn, I'm going to call it a trolley. But do you have any memories of riding that?
No, I don't. I do remember seeing them among other types of little vehicles running around. But we pretty much took them on everywhere, or we walked.
Mm-hmm. So back to the movies now. You're walking toward the Magic Castle. And what was your impression about the castle?
Well, I thought it was going to be bigger than it was. You can see it throughout the park, and that adds to its size. And, Disney, Wonderful World of Disney, you saw it there, and it seemed big. And when I got there, it just was a lot smaller than I expected. I remember going into it, and, it just was, at the time, I think it was just like a walkway through, and you could go to the other side or something to that effect. I almost seem to remember it being like a cardboard cutout. Really much smaller than I expected.
So here you are crossing from the Magic Kingdom into Tomorrowland. There's a bridge there. And when you make a left turn at the end of that bridge, you go up this walkway to the Magic Kingdom. These are the pictures that Diane and I took when we were there on our visit this year. And when we got to the top and around the back side of the castle, the reason we wanted to go to this spot was to find Cinderella's Royal Table, where we had a lunch engagement tomorrow on our anniversary. And I realized that this is a place where you once stood, right there.
Well, I can tell by the picture that they've certainly put an addition on. And at the time, we had no Cinderella and no table for dinner.
Another thing that I see from the slides is that you saw parades. I think they have parades every day. Any memory of this parade?
Yeah, I remember going to the parade. I remember it being dark and cloudy. I remember my grandfather was worried that it was going to rain any second.
And in the parade pictures here, we don't see any of the more traditional Disney characters, like Aladdin and some of the others that have appeared since 1976. I think you got gypped. But here's some movie film, too. Of the parade. This is a different parade than in the slides.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular day was very, very overcast, and the images are a little dark, but you can still make it out.
It was your typical parade. It did have a lot of music, though. I mean, I don't seem to remember a whole ton of music. But it had the traditional Disney characters. You had, Pinocchio and Cinderella and Snow White and Goofy, Pluto, Donald Duck, Mickey and Minnie Mouse, all that kind of stuff. I think Mickey and Minnie Mouse, they're kind of like Santa at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. They kind of come at the end. I used to have a little turntable that had stories on LP with Disney. And I know one of my favorites was the Brer Rabbit and Brer Bear and all that stuff. And I think those characters are in here. But that was, that's, I remember these guys kind of creep me out. I don't know what characters they are, but the big heads kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Well, I think there's a couple of familiar ones in here somewhere. These guys look like soldiers.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who they are.
They're just cute characters, but
I would say they look like the Bratz characters, but
Uh-huh.
that was before their time.
well, I think right here we see the 7 dwarfs.
Yep.
And if you look carefully, I know it's a little dark, you can see Snow White in her dress right there waving.
Yep.
And I can't really make out who that is, but that's Pinocchio right there.
That's Pinocchio, yeah.
Yeah. So we're fortunate to have movie film of this at all. That's Brer Fox.
Yep.
And looks like Brer Bear.
Yep, most likely.
Mm-hmm.